Good morning, it's Monday, and Monday, of course, is the day where we answer your Twitter questions here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Of course, if you have them, send them to #CramerQ, and we'll hope to answer them here. The first one comes to us from NLoophole05, wants to know, Jim, so now what do I do with Bank of America? Good question.
Okay, look, we own it for the Charitable Trust. It's disgraceful. There's just nothing, you're not going to take any action. It just shows you that the bank is more dysfunctional than we had thought. It's embarrassing. I wish we didn't own it. If it rallies, I think we probably have to cut it. It's just unfathomable to me that they didn't know this. Just shows that these banks are too hard to run.
Of course, it's always easy to know when to buy, hard to know when to sell, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not an earnings hit. The stock will come back. It'll trade on the fundamentals, but I think that we're ever going to think, you know what, these banks are just too difficult. We're not going to give them the price earnings multiples that we thought they should have. I should have listened to when I wrote in Get Rich Carefully that the banks are just too hard sometimes to understand.
All right, then we have Eric Lebo, who wants to know, he got Amazon at $350 right after it dropped from $400 in January. Is there a chance of it going up again?
Yeah, I think you got to wait for it to bounce. I mean, the problem with Amazon is it did exactly what people wanted. It gave you great growth. It said it's going to spend heavily to be in China. In a different environment, that stock would have been up 30, not down 30. And I think now you have to wait for maybe people saying this is an overreaction. I want to buy some Amazon, and then you can sell it higher.
Okay, there you go. Got a plan there. And Eliminator Man wants to know, Robin Stars wants to know, would you buy Time Warner or Comcast or both?
Okay, I work for Comcast. I think Comcast it had a great quarter, great cash flow, and I think you should just own Comcast.
Any comment on them with the subscriptions?
I think it's all good. You know, I mean, look, I work for Comcast, but you can tell a good quarter when you see one. By the way, Time Warner, the actual Time Warner successor, they report this week. I think it's going to be a good quarter, and they're going to do more buyback, and I think that's a great place to be.
All right, good comments there from Jim. Listen, again, if you have any questions, send them to #CramerQ. We'll try to answer them here. That's Jim Cramer, and I'm Deborah Borchardt with The Street.